To that ABC News exclusive interview with the retired Florida police captain who was acquitted of murder last month in that fatal movie theater shooting 8 years ago. Curtis Reeves argued that he acted in self-defense. He spoke with Victor Oquendo, who joins us now from Miami. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, TJ. It has been 8 long years. This trial was delayed countless times. There were many appeals and the pandemic hit. But now Curtis Reeves says he is speaking out in part because he wants to raise awareness about attacks on the elderly. He believes that's what happened that day. But Nicole Oulsen, Chad Oulsen's wife, says the jury got this one wrong.
This morning, the man behind the fatal shooting inside a Florida movie theater speaking exclusively with ABC News.
If you could go back to that day in 2014, do you wish you'd done anything differently?
Went to another show.
In 2014, retired police captain Curtis Reeves shot and killed 43-year-old Chad Oulsen after the two got into a fight during the previews of a matinee, and Oulsen threw popcorn in his face. Reeves, now 79, was acquitted of all charges late last month.
How did the interaction with Chad Oulsen begin?
Well, it began rather mundanely, I would say. I simply asked a gentleman to turn his phone down. I didn't know him, so consequently I was not rude or anything. It was simply a request. And from that, it just kind of escalated.
According to authorities, Oulsen brought his phone to check on his then 2-year-old daughter. Surveillance from inside the theater shows Reeves leave to complain to the manager, but when he returned to his seat, the situation turned deadly.
I had sat back to enjoy the movie, and at that point, I was looking at the previews, and then suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, he's on his feet, and I got hit in the face.
You got hit in the face?
Correct. There was something that flashed in front of my face, and at the same time, my vision kind of went blurry.
And is that the point where you pulled your gun?
Well, for 48 years, I've carried a firearm, either on duty as law enforcement or as retired, with all the proper credentials. It was at some point when I realized that he was trying to either reach for me or hit me again or strike me again, is at that point is when I went for the weapon.
Oulsen was fatally shot in the chest. The bullet also hit his wife, Nicole, piercing through her ring finger as she tried to hold her husband back. She spoke with ABC News in 2014.
The gunshot wound will heal. You know, it's a finger. The real pain is in my heart.
Reeves was charged with second-degree murder and aggravated battery and spent most of the past 8 years on house arrest.
Curtis Reeves was second-guessing himself for 8 years because that's what you do if you're a human being and you take someone's life. This was hard on him.
In 2017, a judge ruled he could not claim defense under Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law. His attorneys instead arguing Reeves had no other choice but to defend himself with lethal force, given his advanced age.
Do you wish you'd left your gun at home?
Had I left my gun at home, there's a good chance that I wouldn't be here today.
Curtis and his wife Vivian, who was sitting next to him at the theater, say they haven't had any contact with the Oulsen family, but she wants Nicole to know.
I have prayed for the Oulsen family, and she's a young woman, and I sincerely hope that she finds someone else to share her life and to be a good father to her child. I hope she gets on with her life and is happy.
Overnight, Oulsen's wife telling ABC News, "For 8 long years, I had to wait and try and fight for justice. Even though the jury got it wrong, I will not just accept this result lying down. Chad may be gone, but he will never be forgotten, and I will use my voice to try and make sure no one has to experience what myself and my family had to go through."
Nicole also says she wants everyone to know that while Chad was made out to be the aggressor, he was an amazing husband and father. TJ?
All right, Victor, we thank you. And more of Victor's interview tonight on Nightline.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.